Hello everybody, my name is Ilya.
And my name is Tyler. Together we make up Collaborate, a couple that loves to play board games.
And look into the future.
Accurately?
Hopefully.
What? Okay, yeah, let's do that.
This week we're gonna take a look at the games we're excited about in 2022.
Yes, our most anticipated games.
Now 2021 was a pretty fun year.
And I saw a lot of new games come to our table and come to just everybody's table, really. But there were a couple of games that we were really looking forward to that we want to mention right now that, for obvious reasons with like the shipping crisis and such, were slightly delayed and we still cannot wait to get.
That's okay, because we're very patient.
Yes.
You should be too, because the world is a little bit of a mess right now. These games will get here eventually. But we are very excited about...
Yes, Frosthaven by Isaac Childress.
Which I'm actually not sad about being delayed, because we're still slowly working through... We're almost done our Gloomhaven campaign, but we still have to dive into Jaws of the Lion. Which we're hoping to be a magnificent weekend one of these days.
Yeah.
And the other one is Creature Comforts from Roberta Taylor.
Yeah, and KTGB. KTBG. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, what a wonderful and beautiful game, and I can't wait to play it.
It's so cozy and comforting, and I really need that during the minus 30 degrees
so
Celsius
cold
that we have. Yeah,
So those are the two that were from our last year's anticipated list that we are honorable mentions, I guess, for this list, because they're still coming. So the criteria for our list this year is these are the games that are very likely to release in 2022. Not just the Kickstarter, but actually hit retail, hit the tables. I think there's a couple that might be exceptions.
Borderline. We're not
also, the world is in a weird state right now, so with the shipping crisis, we just don't know realistically if games will hit. And that's okay, because we're patient, they'll get here eventually. But that is a criteria for our 2022 anticipated list.
Yeah, exactly. Some of them, and I guess the one thing I'll add is some of them were previously on Kickstarter. So they'll just be fulfilling this year. Hopefully. Yeah. But no rush. We're just excited to play games.
Excited. Well, let's dive on in. We'll do, hopefully, we'll always say we're going to do rapid fire, but we're going to chat a little bit.
Yeah, of course. And then also, we were going to do like a top 10. But there are just like a lot of games that we're excited for, so we tried to limit the list.
Yes.
There are still games out there that we might not
cut
mention.
Some of our excitement. But we thought we'd all do one together as well, so this is our combined list. There's going to be less than 20.
Yeah, so we're really excited to talk about all of them.
Yes. Well, in no particular order, because the excitement just cannot be measured, let's dive on in.
Yes.
The first one is Framework, and this is a new game coming from Uwe Rosenberg. And if you played Nova Luna or Sagani, this is kind of another game within that realm.
Yes, my favorite part about Nova Luna and Sagani are turn orders and how that's determined, and how it really feels that you have to almost play around that to be able to have a successful strategy. Yeah,
Nova Luna is like one of our most played games. We absolutely adore that game. And I cannot wait to see if maybe this one will be the new one that we're going to play with everybody day in, day out. So
yeah, I think it'll be a brain buster.
Buster!
Like Nova Luna, and a race to the finish, which I'm really excited for.
So I'm super excited for Framework. I'm going to stop saying we're super excited because
we are
so excited. The next one is Bot Factory, and this is the next thinky filler after Mercado de Lisboa, and it's designed by Vital Lacerda and Joao Quintela Martin, so it's a co-design game. And I am stoked for this one.
Yeah, so basically for any of those of you who have played any Lacerda game, what Vital Lacerda is doing is he's taking those, like almost like a
portion of a game
from one of the games.
But that's what he's done to Mercado de Lisboa.
He's done it, So he's doing that, but with Kanban EV this time around.
And the reason I'm so excited about this is these are great games to kind of work, because those sort of games are heavy, they're very intimidating. If you show them to somebody who's not really played a lot of board games, it might not be the best experience. So this is a great way to kind of get into those games.
Yes.
Because you play this and then you have a familiar element within the larger game that you can kind of go back to. So I'm very excited about this one. I really like Mercado Lisboa. We've played it very many times, and
yeah, I think that this like set of games is a very clever way to get people more involved with the Lacerda games, and also they're just really great games. I love the market mechanic in Lisboa to begin with. So when they made it into a separate game, I was like, yeah, okay.
Yes. Up next, we have My City, Roll and Write.
Roll and Write.
From Reiner Knizia. So, you know, we love Roll and Writes here in this household. And My City was actually a really fun experience for both of us. We recently finished our campaign.
First full campaign with it.
Yeah, we've had a couple of half campaigns, which unfortunately that's just the pandemic goes. But we finished it, we're very excited, and I think this is going to be a really neat one in a roll and write format.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how they transfer everything that was happening within My City to the roll and write. And yeah, it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun.
Lots of fun. Now, up next we have Keystone. So this is a game we actually covered this year. It's designed by Isaac Vega and Jeffrey Joyce. And we're actually wearing their merch right now.
Did somebody say Rose Gauntlet?
So these are actually the Keystone expired merch, because this is like the backs of the cards and all. Yeah. But they're very, very cozy hoodies, super neat.
And it's just like simple, simplistic art. I won't talk about it too much because they're very cozy and we love them.
We bought them literally the day that we saw them. So.
Yeah, not sponsored, not sponsored.
They're really nice. But Keystone's a fantastic game.
Yep.
We actually got to play test it and kind of go through the whole process.
And watch it evolve.
It's such a beautiful game. There's so much to love about it. And it really fills that void of really crunchy brain energy. So
yeah, you're building like a 4x4 and it's just like, oh, this seems easy, and then you have to do ascending lines, and it's a puzzle. And also for any of those nature lovers out there, for some reason I can't think of words. If you're a nature lover, then this game is absolutely for you. It's accurate to the actual
to
biology.
Learn about what keystone species are.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know what they were.
The economies. Wait, the habitats? Yes.
Yeah.
The habitats. So,
well, and that is Keystone.
Exactly. So next on our list is Endless Winter by Stan Kordonsky. And basically this game, how I like to describe it, is it's like the third pairing to Lost Ruins of Arnak and Dune Imperium. It's a deck builder worker placement, and this game is big. It's
very excited.
I've been excited for it basically since we mass played Lost Ruins and Dune Imperium, which is fantastic, and I just want this third one because it feels like it needs to be in my hand so I can play this like trifecta of worker placement deck builders.
Everything should come in threes.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So for that reason, like, I'm very excited, and it's just, there's like a lot of Kickstarter exclusives with it, and I'm just really pumped for when it gets to the door.
It definitely looks like a really pretty game too. Like there's a lot of the elevation components is super neat.
The person who did the art for this game did the art for Paladins.
The Miko.
Yes, and that's a win in my books.
It's true. So, way to Tyler's heart. So up next we have Fall of the Mountain King by Adam E. Dalton.
Yes.
So we loved In the Hall of the Mountain King. It's such a fun follow-up, and the reason I really like it is there's so much in the box, but it just flows so well together, and this one seems very similar, so I'm very stoked.
If I remember correctly, it actually like kind of feels like it's following that storyline that they set up too, so it's very cool in that sense. It's like a sequel game, so
I think we've been seeing way more of that lately, of just like games that exist like in the same universe, and they kind of prolong and actually tell a story.
Which I really appreciate, because sometimes, especially like the first game that comes to my mind besides this is like Tidal Blades. And the fact that you can select a character and play it in Tidal Blades 1 and then potentially have it in Tidal Blades 2, and then you just watch your character grow, you really get an appreciation for the universe, and then also a love for wanting to know more.
So up next we have Familiar Tales, and this one's designed by Jerry Hawthorne. And we've actually talked about it in our PAX video.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to be able to
demo it there, yeah. And it's coming out really soon. And I told Tyler we're gonna play it all in one weekend because I'm usually like not super drawn into like narratives and that long, but that one won me over from day one, and I just can't wait to play it.
It's the characters though, because they're just so like cute, and like in my opinion, like whenever you watch like a Disney film or something like that, there's always this cute little sidekick that like you're just wanting to know more. I think of Tangled and the chameleon, and like, yeah, it's just I want to know more. And then this game does exactly that. It takes you into the realm of those side characters.
And you're raising a princess.
Yes, exactly. I love the concept of the game.
Yeah, and there's various, like, depending how good of care you take of your princess, she may be a brat down the road because you neglected her, or she may be very helpful and heal your whole team if you were nice and took care of her. Exactly. So it's super cool, I can't wait.
And it's a deck builder, so I'm like kind of like Ilya is. I'm not much into narratives. I much prefer like the grind of doing stuff on the board.
Gears turning.
Yeah, exactly. But the way that they've set the book out, that you have to like move your characters and then respond to that, and then also you have to be able to do these by building your deck more appropriately, and each character has its own little thing. Like obviously I could go on and on about it, but we won't. We're just excited.
Familiar tales.
Yeah. All right, the next one we have is called Decorum. This one is by Harry and Charlie Mackham and Drew Tenenbaum.
So essentially the premise is it's a cooperative cohabitating game.
Yes.
You're trying to put together a living space where everyone's happy.
Well, not everybody's. My favorite part about it is everybody's content. Like they're just like, yeah, okay. Sure.
This works.
Yeah.
So will we have green bedrooms?
Maybe.
Camel lamps? Heck yeah.
Will one of the paintings be of XYZ? Like, who knows? But basically the game, you just like, it's a puzzle game. So you're working with whoever you're playing with, and I think it's 2 to 4 players. And all these scenarios are set up to be possible, but you have to do these certain actions and in a certain amount of time.
Everyone has their own objectives.
Yeah.
So like they need the house to be this specific way, and it kind of coexists with everybody else, but you're moving stuff and then responding to each other until you get there.
So yeah, my favorite part about the game is it's an action response game. So I'll do something and Ilya will respond to what I do.
Verbally.
And it can get very, very tense because of that. For anybody who's had roommates before, like I'm sure we've experienced.
Or just any in general, living situation, cohabitating, parents, anything. I think everyone can relate to this game.
Yes, yeah. So very excited to get more involved in that realm of like almost roleplay type realm.
Definitely like an introductory, yeah, for
because
sure.
I'll be like, excuse you, Ilya, don't put that there. That hurts my feelings.
How dare you? But we'll definitely be chatting about this game and talking lots about it. We got to demo it at PAX and we absolutely fell in love and literally told everybody about it. So
yeah,
we're going to keep telling everybody about it because we're excited.
Yeah, and along the same along the same vein, we'll mention that the next game we want to talk about really quickly, we don't know too much about it, but we're very excited to learn more. Yes. It's published by Floodgate, as Decorum is, and it is Sagrada Legacy.
So I'm sure you've all heard rumors and rumblings, and it is coming. It is coming. I don't know how much we can share. We saw a little bit of it at PAX. Hopefully it's going to hit this year, but what we saw, you're in for a treat. We're in for a treat.
Yeah.
I think this may be one of the most excited games I am for.
But that's it. Cut off.
All we're going to say. Sagrada Legacy. So up next we have the next heavy hitter from Lacerda, and that is Weather Machine. So the Kickstarter occurred last year. Hopefully it will arrive this year. But it looks like a gorgeous game. I cannot wait to get my hands on it.
I was this close to playing it at PAX. Somebody we had met had a prototype of it, and I was like, I want to, but then I was like, it's a Lacerda game, and I know it's gonna take me a long time, and I don't have the commitment right now, so
time was limited. But we can't wait to play the full version. We love Lacerda games, and this is will be the next one.
We don't have all of them, but we played all the ones that we have except for the Gallerist.
Yep.
And we're really excited to get that one to the table as well.
Eventually we'll complete the whole thing and maybe we'll rank all of them and tell you.
Oh, yeah, that could be fun.
Yeah. So up next we have Verdant, and this is from the team of Flat Out Games. We absolutely love Calico. We absolutely love Cascadia. Yeah. So this is naturally, we did get to preview it and play it. We absolutely loved it, and we can't wait to have the final copy because we know we're going to love it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think just like what I'll say about it is the thing I really appreciate about it so far is that it stays in the same realm as Cascadia Calico, but it is different enough that I will 100% be playing this probably just as much as I play Calico and Cascadia.
Oh. And what's cool is that we can pair them because it's also kind of like you're building your room with plants. We can pair it with Decorum, and it can be like a whole like housing theme.
Full circle.
Let's build a whole theme game night.
Yeah, this one is based on plants, whereas the other one was a quilt, and the other one was like the Cascadia Mountain
Like plants
Range.
and furniture. You're building your own house.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Me turn.
Your turn.
Right, so the next one we want to talk about is Steam Up. Holy moly dim sum.
Beautiful game.
Yeah, we were very fortunate enough to be able to play test this one. The folks from Steam Up have been
Banana Games.
They have been absolutely stunning, and I just love seeing how much work they've been putting in. It's huge. Nice to see like them. They deserve it, and yeah, very happy for them. But the game itself is amazing. It's so much fun.
I can't wait for those squishy bits because our prototype version did not have those, and we don't have the game anymore, but I'm so excited to get it and play it again because you're literally having a dim sum feast on the table, and you're sharing food, and it's very clever. There's so much to love about it, and I cannot wait to get it back to the table.
And my favorite part, well, not my favorite part because there's a lot to like about it, but one of the things I really appreciate about it is like the cultural aspect. We actually learned a lot by playing it, and then also the characters that they have. They are very, very well represented and well-rounded in a sense that everybody knows one of these different characters that you eat food with, and that's just so clever.
Very cool. So this one may be the exception to our criteria because it is coming to Kickstarter, but I believe, I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me, it also might release and be delivered this year as well, depending on how everything goes.
Yeah, I feel like it may be dependent on like...
Yeah, because usually Garfield Games is pretty fast in their turnarounds, but... Oh, I guess I should say the game. It is Wayfarers of the South Tigris. And it's designed by Shem Phillips and Sam McDonald, are one of our favorite designers, publishers, the combo of it all, Tyler's absolute favorite game.
Yeah.
So we're very excited for this new trilogy. It's very dice focused.
Yeah, okay. So this was the thing that I loved about the announcement is it happened after we had done like our roll and write month, and I sat there watching the announcement. And I was like, this is amazing because we had just finished our roll and write month, and dice were a common theme there. So I felt very like appreciative to know that the next like kingdom area that they're going into is going to be more dice based. And also still pretty heavy. They
released some pictures of the board, and it is so beautiful. It is, I am just, no words can contain my excitement for how amazing this experience is going to be.
And I mean, they did mention, like obviously this is probably off topic, but they did mention the 2 other games that are going to be paired with the South Tigris like kingdom area, and I'm very excited just for all of
the whole trilogy is going to be fantastic. I feel like I'm so excited for just Garfield in general because I feel like they're getting better and better. Every game they come out with is just like innovative, super neat, super beautiful. So many things to love about it. So I can't wait to see what this trilogy has in store.
Yeah, they just put a lot of work into what they do, and we appreciate it.
For sure. Now up next we have Rolling Heights from John D. Clare. So I love John D. Clare. He's one of my favorite designers. We have played his games countless times now. So I'm really excited about Rolling Heights. We didn't get to actually see it or demo it at PAX.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it.
You saw it. We didn't get to demo it.
I watched people play it. Did I know what was going on? Not really, but
yeah, we know like a little bit about it, but it just looks stunning. I really like the theme of it, so I'm very excited for once that hits the tables because that one will be played many a times, I'm sure, as many of his other games in our household.
Yeah, we've got a goal to reach. We need to play games.
Games. I feel like Space Base is just my like all-time. Like I can play that game anytime.
Yeah, I feel like that would rank pretty high if we did like an all-time favorite.
Of John DeClaire. Ranking John DeClaire.
Just in general.
That's true.
Yeah, but
Space Base would be high up on our top 50.
Yeah.
Up next we have
Now or Never.
Now this
by
is
Red Raven Games.
Yes, Ryan Lockett. So this is the third from Above and Below, Near and Far, and now it's Now or Never.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't actually know too much about this game, but I'm very excited for it. We have mentioned this a few times on our channel before, but Above and Below was one of the games that really helps project our love for the hobby even further than it already was. So Near and Far, we've played a little bit of it and we love everything about it. It's a very like heavy, in-depth game, and Now or Never seems to be along the same vein.
So beautiful,
and it looks amazing.
Ryan Lockett is just genius when it comes to the board
and
game
he
space.
does
He does it
everything.
all. He does it all.
Yeah,
he does it all.
It's so mind-boggling.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with 2 more to go, we have Delicious.
Yum yum yum.
Now this was designed by Steve Finn and Eduardo Baraf. And it's a flippin' right in the Pencil First universe.
Yes.
So I absolutely adore Herbaceous, Floriferous, Sunset Over Water. I feel like those games are so easy to get to the table and everyone loves them that we show them to.
Yeah.
So I was so excited when I heard that there's going to be a flippin' right in that universe.
Yeah, it's plants and veggies and it's so neat. It's a lot of fun to play. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it besides that I'm really excited to share it with people because we've heard so many good things from the people that we've introduced Herbaceous and Floriferous to.
And it's the same artist from Floriferous, Clementine Camperdew.
So beautiful.
So the vegetables are scrumdiddlyumptious.
Yeah. And they've got a drawing guide.
That's true. You actually have to draw the vegetables, which is so fun. And if you don't want to, you can do the letters. Yes. Drawing the vegetables is so much fun because it just gets a little bit silly.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next and last game we're going to talk about.
Yes, this is Tempany Parks. And this one's designed by Nate Linhart. It's from Thunderworks Games. So I feel like Thunderworks traditionally has done a lot of like fantasy, like role player adventures and that kind of deal. But now with Cape May, which was a very different game, and and Tempany Parks, which is very like theme park based.
Also very different from Cape May. Like not only is it different from what Thunderworks typically does, it's different than Cape May, which it's theme park based.
Tile placement, set collection, worker placement, so a lot of mechanics we really like. So, and it's Vincent Dutray art, which is just gorgeous. You can't complain about that. So, very excited about this one.
Yes, yeah, there's nothing much more I can say.
So much. Someone should tell us how many times we said excitement in this video.
Yeah. We should also maybe have been like, oh, we should have a timer up in the corner that says this is how long we have to talk about this game because it's clear that we're very excited about it.
10 hours later. But that is our list.
Hooray, we made it.
Did we miss some of the games that you're excited about? We'd definitely love to hear about them. We did have to narrow it down a bit. I think initially there was like 30, 40 games that were like, these ones look so much fun.
I feel like there may have been even more than that. We're just really excited. There's a lot of games that came out last year, for example, that we were really excited about. And there's a lot of games that are coming out this year that we are definitely excited about.
I do think that games overall are just getting better. Production value, like unique mechanisms, they draw you more in. I think as time progresses and people are just learning and like getting better at what they do. So I'm just excited because I do feel like we're just entering the space where it's going to be so difficult to make lists and pick what we're excited for.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but with that said, tell us what games you're excited for in the comments down below. Did we mention some of them? Hype it up because we're excited.
Hype us up even more.
Oh yeah, hype us up.
But we're happy to chat any of these games with you if you have questions. Some of them we actually have played and had the opportunity to play or preview, for example. So we're happy to share more details of the games that we know. And if we don't know as much, maybe we can point you in the right direction to learn a little bit more.
Yeah, of course. And some of these are Kickstarters. Some of them are actually just like coming out in retail. And yeah, just keep your eye out for them if it sounds like something you're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
that has been it.
That has been it. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you like this video, give us that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, do all the YouTube fun things. We try to pump out 2 videos a week because that is part of our New Year's resolution. And we are really excited to continue making content. But if you want to follow along even further, you can hit that bell notification to get notified when we release videos.
And we're definitely going to have to revisit these next year to see if they've all met the hype.
Or maybe some of these will make our top 10 for 2022.
Then they've definitely made the hype.
Exactly.
I'm guessing some of these will.
Most likely. Most likely. I would be surprised if some of these, or if
would our top 10 be all of these games?
Who knows?
I like surprises, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think there'll be one that'll sneak in there and be like, what is this game?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. We can stay around all day and chat with you if you want.
But we won't do that because everybody needs time in their day to do other things like play board games.
But if you made it this far, thank you and have an amazing rest of your day.
Bye!